your dinner could change your destiny. Picture this: if you take a bite of a pig brain soup before an exam, because of course it will make you smarter. Or your grandma wants that your unborn baby will grow a mustache if you eat too much squid. And somewhere in 1980s China, a man is swallowing a live snake's gallbladders like a vitamin pill, convinced that it would turn him into a kung fu master. For centuries, Chinese cultures has whispered secrets through ingredients like walnuts, brain fuel, thanks wrinkling resemblance. Long noodles means long life. Slurp carefully, no breaking it. And snake gallbladder, it means like liquid courage. Some of these beliefs are backed by science. Others, well, let's just say your daughter would fate. But whether magic or myth, they reveal something fascinating. In China, everybody tells a story. Will eating dark soy sauce really give you darker skin? Have you ever been told not to eat too much soy sauce, or your skin will turn darker by Chinese people, or that munching for that pink heart will strengthen your own? These ideas might sound really strange, but they are rooted in a long-standing Chinese belief: you are what you eat. Literally, for centuries, Chinese cultures has linked food to health based on appearance, color, and even names, a concept sometimes called sympathetic magic. While modern science may not back all of these claims, the traditions persist in kitchens, family advice. So let's dig into some of the most fascinating and sometimes funny examples. Number 1, drink that soy sauce or vinegar, get dark skin. The belief is that some Chinese parents want kids not to have too much dark soy sauce because it will stain their skin, making them look tanned, or even, have like black dots on the skins. Like me, I have a lot of small black dots, or maybe it looks red. I must eat a lot of soy sauce then. I'm drinking them like every day, like a juice. So the logic is that it's all about the color association. So pour in the dark liquid and your skin somehow absorbs the shade. So if only skincare is that easy. So the reality, while soy sauce contains melanoidins, it's the compounds that gives it rich brown color, but they don't really affect the skin's melanin. Your complexion stays the same no matter how much you drown your dumplings, or how much you cook your meal and you add soy sauce. It depicts hard to strengthen your own. In traditional Chinese medicine, consuming animals' organs is thought to benefit the corresponding human organ, a principle called 以形补形, which means shape nourishes shape. So the logic is that heart-shaped food, so it looks like a heart, pig's heart, so it's heart health. Simple, right? Pig heart is packed with protein and nutrients, which are really good for the cardiovascular health, but not because it shapes like a heart, it's just a nutrients. But for us, we look at the shape, then we strongly believe that it must be good for the part of the, human organs because it looks similar. But we don't really dig in. Or, like my parents' generation, they don't really dig in the nutrients level to understand the protein or carbs, all of this stuff. Number 3, walnut, brain food. Even science agrees, kind of. So crack open a walnut. What do you see? A wrinkly brain-like shape. See, it's associated with the shape again. Also, I would strongly believe that this is true, and I just have been told so many times from parents or friends, like they are out there, everybody would say it, like saying that if you eat walnut, especially in high school where we were going through so much stress and going through the Gaokao, prepare for it, like the 3 years, and then people would say you should eat those walnuts so that you will get smarter, get a better grade. In Chinese traditions, saying that eating them will boost your intelligence and the brain. So the logic is that if it looks like a brain, it must be good for the brain. But surprisingly, walnuts do contain omega-3 fatty acids, which support cognitive function. So while the reason was symbolic, but the benefits are real. Number 4, long noodles, long life. At birthdays, Chinese people slur down noodles. We call it 长寿面, uncut, extra long strands, symbolizing a long, unbroken life. So the longer the noodle, the longer your lifespan. It's a good meaning, but just don't bite it. That's a bad luck. So the reality is that no, actually eating meat-long noodles doesn't really add up your life expectancy, but it does make it for fun and a celebration. Number 5, red foods for blood, white foods for fair skins. Like red dates, goji berries, and beets are eaten to nourish the blood, and sometimes like chicken blood and duck blood. Sounds like bloody hell. But as a girl, as a Chinese girl, been growing up also been saying that if you're dating a Chinese girl, but she's on like 1 times in a month, you will see that there's a hot drink, always warm water mixed with red dates and goji berries, so the drinks looks red, and sometimes even brown sugar to fix the belly cramp. But magically, sometimes it does work. Here is such a big deal. I don't know why. Why is it different compare Asian girls to Western girls? But for Chinese girls here, like we have strong belief during our period, we couldn't drink cold water. We couldn't, the head couldn't get wet because we would get like a cold, or sometimes maybe like a soreness in the body in the future. But also the cramps here is so different. Like I have seen a couple of my friends when they are having their period, but they really do have bad symptoms. Like some of them will have cramps that they couldn't walk. They have to just lay down on the bed. It's that severe. And people here, they don't like to take too much ibuprofen, and they believe that medicines is poisonous and it's not good to take too many. Tofu, milk, eggs are thought to promote their skin. I mean, those things contains a lot of protein, which is good. So red means blood, white means purity. It's all about color magic. So red foods often contains ions, like good for blood health and hydrations from pears, thus help skin, and the shape of your food won't change your own. Otherwise, eating rainbows would turn us all into unicorns.
Ooh. 这是一名岛国摊主，手里拿着个小肉球球，随手又刷了个杯子，接着往杯子里倒了1/3的液体，把这个小肉球直接扔在了里面，随后一饮而尽，发出了魔性的笑声。
The bizarre 80s chant, swallowing snake gallbladder for courage. Yes, that happened. And one of my colleague, he did eat snake gallbladder, and it was so bitter because his father encouraging him to do that as very young child, just little boy want to impress the dad, and he did it. But after since, he was traumatized by that. Why would the dad do that? Is he trying to poison his own child? Why? Because in 1980s China, this was how someone, some men believe that, like if you want to be a man, you just gotta have to eat life's like gallbladder, and this is how you show to be a man, or how you show courage, or how you can have like absorb a snake's fearless spirit. Why do Chinese people think snake gallbladder made them brave? Well, first things is like fights, the symbolism way. In Chinese tradition, snakes symbolize resilience, aggressions, and even immortality. It's like a legend story to be told, like the white snake. So, swallowing its gallbladder, the organ that the stories beta bio linked to vitality, was sought to transfer those fierce traits to the eater, which means that also we have a belief if the medicine or traditional Chinese medicine, often it comes very dark liquid but extremely bitter, and it's strongly believed that it's working well, it's really good for the body. And sometimes if some medicine you put it on the skin is spicy and burning, that means it's good, it's working well, it kills the germs or something. Like for massage, we love like really hard massage, like point to point. And personally, at first I was having a hard time to accept those traditional Chinese massage. It was so painful. I mean, the next couple 3 days, I would still feel the pain, even though I said please not too hard. It's like they don't understand this language, they will go it hard. But now, oh my god, the other day I had like back pain, I feel just not comfortable, but I really got the most amazing massage, and we really feel the tension of the muscle relieves after the massage, just pressing really hard. And the ladies, they are like 50s, 60s or close to there, and are really working hard, and they love to massage the clients in a hard way. Number 2 reason is that Kung Fu movies made it cool. The 80s was the golden age of martial arts field, like Jackie Chan is so famous, and Jet Li, where heroes often gain power by consuming exotic animal parts. If a movie star did it, why wouldn't true men should try it too. Number 3, it's considered some kind of medicine. Some plural traditional medicine Chinese practitioners claim that snake bile could clear heat. Heat probably means some reactions, like if we eat frying food, our skin tend to have more pimples. So we have a words like 火 means heat. So clear heat means maybe can remove the toxic in the body. And number 2 is that improve eyesight, because snakes has incredible sharp vision, supposedly. And number 3 is that cure joint pain, a stretch. But that's like a desperation breeds creativity. Does this trend still happen? Well, first things I would consider, there might be a lot of parasites and poisonous from the snake, whether it's safe. I guess the younger generation would think this is really bizarre things, but yeah, we still will hear some stories. Some people might have tried it before. The question for you is that, would you eat a beating snake's heart? And soy sauce skin myths to actual organ eating. One thing's clear, Chinese food belief doesn't play safe. It's a wild mix of like adventurous or pure imagination, where dinner could be your medicine or your worst mistake. But here's the real question. If you have to pick one controversial Chinese food belief to try, do you pick the pig brain for IQ points? That's it for today. I'm Sapphire. One more China ancestor. Watch my new video, Find Your Perfect Chinese Cities.